In the busy heart of Chicago, a commotion broke the afternoon calm. "Hey, stop him!" someone yelled as a man sprinted through the crowd, clutching a wallet. The officer caught him, gripping his arm tightly. "Why'd you take it?" he demanded. The man trembled. "Please, I didn't mean to. My son's in the hospital. I can't afford his medicine." Before the officer could speak, a bystander stepped forward. His name was Ethan Miller, an ordinary man with an extraordinary heart. "Let him go," Ethan said. "I'll pay for what he took." The officer hesitated, then sighed. "All right, but don't make me regret this." The man's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you. I swear I'll never steal again." Ethan nodded. "Keep that promise. For your son." A week later, Ethan found himself at a seaside restaurant called Marina's Table, applying for a job as a chef. Inside, the air smelled of lemon, garlic, and ambition. But fate had another surprise waiting. Derek Collins, a face from his past, turned and smirked. "Well, if it isn't Ethan Miller," he said. "Still chasing dreams?" Ethan smiled faintly. "Just here for a fair shot." When the owner, Miss Charlotte Hayes, walked in, she barely looked up. "You're late," she said. "We already filled the position." Ethan handed her his resume anyway, in case something opens up. As he walked away, Derek whispered, "Next year, maybe." That evening, Charlotte found Ethan's resume in the trash. "Who threw this away?" she demanded. Her assistant, Lydia, stammered, I don't know, ma'am." Charlotte studied the paper for a moment, then said, "Call him back. Offer him something. I owe this man a favor." When Ethan returned the next morning, Lydia looked uneasy. "We only have one position left," she said. "Janitor." Ethan hesitated for a moment. Then he smiled. "I'll take it." He picked up a mop instead of a knife, but his spirit never wavered. Every night, while the kitchen slept, he stayed behind, cleaning floors, watching the chefs, studying their every move. One evening, as Derek cooked for an upcoming review, Ethan quietly observed. "Careful," he said gently. "If it smells like the ocean, it's right. If it smells fishy, it's gone too far." Derek scowled. "Since when does a janitor tell a chef how to cook?" Ethan smiled. "Since chefs stopped respecting their craft." Derek rolled his eyes and stormed off. But Charlotte had overheard. And for the first time, she looked at Ethan differently. 3 days before the review, panic filled the kitchen. The critic from Gourmet Review would arrive soon, and Derek's dishes lacked soul. Late that night, Ethan stayed behind again. He took fresh fish, bright lemons, crisp celery, and ginger, and began crafting his own ceviche. The aroma filled the air, vibrant, clean, alive. When Charlotte found him, she frowned. "What are you doing here this late?" Ethan turned. "I couldn't sleep. I was perfecting something." She took a bite of his creation. Her expression changed. This is incredible. "Who taught you this?" Ethan smiled softly. "No one. Just passion and patience." The next day, the critic Vivian Cross arrived. Charlotte introduced Derek as the head chef. He presented his dish with pride. But after one bite, Vivian frowned. "It's flat. There's no life in this." A tense silence fell. Charlotte stepped forward. "Please, try this one." Vivian tasted Ethan's ceviche. Her eyes widened. This tastes like the sea itself." "Who made this?" Charlotte smiled. "Ethan Miller." Vivian stood, setting her fork down. "Well, Mr. Miller, you've reminded me what real food tastes like. Honest, pure, and human." After the review, Charlotte turned to Derek. "You sabotaged a man's chance, and almost this restaurant. You're fired." Derek stormed out. Then she faced Ethan. "Would you like to be my new head chef?" Ethan's eyes glittered. Later that night, Charlotte joined him in the quiet kitchen. "You saved my business," she said. "Let me buy you dinner." Ethan grinned. "Is that a date?" Charlotte laughed. "A thank you, but we'll see where it goes." Weeks later, as business boomed, a familiar face appeared at the restaurant door. It was Mark Jensen, the same man Ethan once defended. He looked nervous, holding a resume. "I'm looking for work. I've changed, I swear." Ethan turned to Charlotte. "Give him a chance." She hesitated, then nodded. "You're hired." Mark's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you. I won't let you down." As he walked away, Charlotte whispered, "You sure about this?" Ethan smiled. "Everyone deserves a second chance. That's how I got mine." Charlotte nodded. "You're right." And in that small restaurant by the sea, two souls learned that kindness, just like good food, has a way of coming back to you. Because sometimes, The greatest recipes aren't made in kitchens. They're made in the heart. If you believe in second chances, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from the last storyteller.